Hello, Internet. I always imagine people of the Internet are a lot like people of Walmart. Have you ever, been to that site? Does the site still exist? I don't know. People of Walmart's amusing, though. So, it's been crappy weather. Bowling for Soup said it best. There's nothing wrong with Ohio except the snow and the rain. And, it's damn near the middle of April. No, it's the beginning of April. What am I thinking? Yeah, it's only the first week of April. And we got a cold snap and snow flurry. So, yeah, the north problems. But we got to work on the Volvo. And I figure the garage is moderate today. Usually it stays pretty cold. Like a third of it is built into a hillside and it's cinder block. So there ain't no insulation. The heat don't work. And just stays cold. Nice in the summer, but sucks in the winter. So I figure we'll try tackling this door panel. I'm going to flip it around. So I've had this door panel off a couple of times, and I have never successfully gotten the upper clips here. I'll show you from the other side. I've never successfully gotten the upper clips to lock in properly. So if you can see, the clips are popped out. They appear to be locked in down here, but as you work your way back, they just pop up. I know it's missing a bit of trim here. There should be like a black rubber piece that goes on there. And yeah, I know the door card's all burned up and ugly, but it's what we got. So it's what we got. I'm gonna try to take this off again. And I know a long time ago, I think after the second or third time I pulled this and still couldn't get it to seat right, I asked on the forums or has anybody got any advice? Is the door card just hosed, or am I doing it wrong? What's the deal? And they gave me some input on how to do it. I just never felt like popping it open. But getting ready to go to Power Tour, and I figure I might as well make the attempt to try to make this hunk of junk come out and look halfway decent. So that's what we're going to do. I got the bolt camera set up. I don't know. I mean, it's not very interesting. It's pulling a door panel, but let's see what we see. All right, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into, and maybe we can fix this piece of junk. Okay, so door panels off. As you can see, they have plenty of sound deadening insulation and waterproofing and all that fun stuff. That little piece right there with the carpet, I always forget how they come off. For some reason in my head, they slide in and out and they don't just pop directly out. I don't know. I didn't design the car. If you noticed, the speaker grill went flying. I don't know if you could see it or not. It does actually have wiring back here for an additional set of speakers, but they were never there from the factory. This was a 6-speaker car, not an 8-speaker car. I think the 960s might have been an 8-speaker car. I don't know. It's not my thing. Door card made in Sweden. You can see speaker opening, never cut out. Now, I was mentioning this piece of trim that it was missing. Now, I've had this, I want to say this is the third, this is at least the third, if not the fourth time this door panel has been off by me. Look what I found. There's the piece of trim that goes up here. How about that? Don't know how. I think actually it was wedged. I think it was stuck in there like that. It kind of fell out when I popped the door panel off. If that's the case, that could have been my problem where this door panel just wouldn't seat properly. This piece does appear, focus, does appear to be broken. I think this was all, oh no, it's not broken. Okay. I don't know what the heck, it looked like they tried to glue it. I don't know. Oh, it's definitely separate from the wipe. Huh. I don't know. We're going to try to figure this out. Hopefully I can get this guy reattached. And we can figure out why these, ginormous jumbo clips here don't want to lock down. And that's a pretty decent size opening, I would say. Yeah, because when this sits on, it'll sit around there. Kind of like that. And they've obviously got enough space up here. I don't know. I guess I ought to get some cleaner while I'm at it. Wipe this down. All right, let's go back and let's see. Are you just okay? You're fine. Yeah, let's stop this and go back to see how broken I can make. Okay, well, I do have it better. It's not perfect. Near as I can tell, and I don't know if it's going to come through here or not, it bubbles. I probably can't get it to focus. Anything? Focus, focus, focus. Move like that? Okay, that worked a little bit, but then you can't tell. But yeah, okay. Well, here you can see it. Comes up, comes down. There's a clip here. There's a clip here. That clip's not really catching. I've tweaked it both directions. It's just not catching. My guess is, especially with as burnt as this door card is across the top, this thing is just warped, which means it's garbage. Well, you know, it's what it is. Come on, this is a 95. That's how many? 20 something? I don't know. But it is better. I mean, it's not great, but it's better. But you can kind of see that, maybe. You can't see because it's all reflective and everything's filthy. But you see, right there is a little piece of metal, and that's the clip. And it should go and catch, and it's just not catching anything. That one's not really catching either. Huh. Well, I don't know. I hate to give up, but it might be worth it. All right, let me think about it a little bit. I might be able to get something to work. I don't want to come through and put sheet metal screws in. That's a little trashy. Let's not do that. That's how they fixed the headliner that I got to repair. So let's not be like that. Okay, it's been a while. Did some looking, did some checking, and it ends up it's the panel. It's warped across it. It just I don't know. Maybe I did it. Maybe it's been that way since I bought it. Because the door panel's been jacked up since I bought it. I don't know. At this point, it really doesn't matter. You know, you're dealing with, this is a 95, so we're talking almost 30 years at this point. You get stuff like this. I wish that it wasn't this kind of molded. It's not plastic. It's like compressed fiberboard. And I wish it wasn't this way. You know, I wish it was like an older style where it was just that flat panel that bolted on. It would be easy to duplicate, easy to make out of something. These aren't. So I'll show you what it is. Okay. Let's see. What's a good angle to get in here? Is there a good angle? All right. So it might be hard to see, but there's a crack here. And I'm thinking that whatever, you know, whether it was me or something else, but it's right here, and you can kind of see if you look down it kicks out and comes back, and it's right here. It would need to be compressed in like squads. It needs to be this way. There's not much I can do because it has to wrap around here to clear the steel in the door. It sucks. But it's what it is. Yeah, it really is just what it is. Maybe I'll search online and see if I can find a better door card or something. Here's some other, you know, it's got a crack up here. This crack goes all the way into this. Oh, I'm going to get my finger out of the way. Maybe you can see it. This crack goes all the way here into this corner. And it comes all the way down here. It stops right around this area. Like I said, this isn't fiberglass. It's, I don't know what it, I don't know what the technical term for it is. I mean, it's just like shredded up cardboard and glued together like OSB is done. You know, it's all the cardboard scraps that were on the floor. They swept it up and stuck some epoxy in there and made a shape out of it. It's not bad. It does hold reasonably well, but between the top layer being just crazy camera, you know, between the top being just beat all to hell, this is as good as it's going to get. I'm going to put it back on, but I did take it from, well, hold on a second. Okay. Always got a light right behind me whenever I flip the camera around. It did take it, though, from being like an 1.5, 2 inch bump up right there to only being like a 1/2, 3/4 inch bump up. So that's progress. That's going the right direction. That's good. That's, you know, hey, take what you can get on these things. So I'll put the door back together and go from there. I did go ahead and replace all the, they're not courtesy lights. These have little red, well, they have lights in the door with a red lens over top. So when you open the door, oncoming traffic can see the light. I take a standard 194, like 168, 194 bulb. So I went ahead and put LED bulbs in. I like LED bulbs for a lot of things, especially in older vehicles. They're less amperage, so, you know, as the wiring harness ages, less amperage is good. And if you know anything about Volvos, I know by the 90s they had pretty well corrected their wiring harness eats itself kind of issues. But you're like late 70s, early 80s, the insulation on Volvo wiring harnesses is sketchy and very questionable. So putting in lower amp draw items on those wiring harnesses is probably a good idea. I mean, it makes sense at the very least. And these days, LEDs don't cost, you know, they don't cost a ton anyway. So that's where we're at. I guess it's a fail. It's a halfway. What's that? It's a C. This project gets a C because it's passable, maybe a D because it's passable, but it's not right. It's not what you want. But it's what it's going to be. Overall, I don't really know where I'm at with this car right now. I'm kind of lost with it. I do like it. And I twitched my face, so, you know, that's always, oh, he's lying. No, I do like it. I like these cars. I do not like the automatic in this. Manual swapping is an expense I don't know that I'm going to deal with, and I'm sure as hell not going to address it before June. So that's just something else. I do like driving it more since we've moved. Driving it back where I used to live sucked, mainly because of all the traffic everywhere you went. I mean, even on the interstate, unless you were up there in the middle of the night, it just sucked. So, get the door card back on. You guys don't need to see that. We're going to do, dang, I should have set this in the stand. I didn't think this through very well. Putting the door card back on. Not going to film it. You guys don't need to see it. Nobody cares. It's a C- project. I've got the headliner down, or I took all the sheet metal screws out of the headliner. I'm going to fiddle around with it, I think a little bit today. But I've got to order some trim that I'm hoping fixes a problem with it that was caused by the sheet metal screws going in. And then once that's done, so once the trim comes in, I get it ordered. I haven't ordered it yet. Let's get the trim ordered, get that in. Then we'll address the headliner will be the next thing. I've got the windshield wiper arms off so they can be painted. I need to get some paint because I don't have the right style of black. And then I can paint the windshield wiper arms and paint the mirror housings. Need to order tires still. And I've got a set of centers. In my spare parts, I found a new set of centers, but I don't remember if they fit or if I didn't use them because they have the blue Volvo logo and not the black Volvo logo. So we'll burn that bridge when we get there. All right, everybody get out, have fun, go enjoy your day. All right.